welcome back to Popping the Popcorn. I'm your host, Katie, and today we are at Creators Corner, and I have the Big John Network. How you doing, John?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm well. Happy Sunday.
You as well.
How's your Sunday going so far?
Great.
That's good. Did you do anything fun today?
Just did the usual stuff, decide if I wanted to upload stuff or not, or do it what I always do when it's not a Saturday morning, surprise people.
Oh, okay. What do you do to just surprise people?
Well, I upload videos, but mainly on Saturday mornings I film the main reason of this channel, I film my disability show, which of course because the main focus of the Big John Network is doing Disney for people with disabilities.
Oh, nice. And so tell us a little bit about that for people that don't know or familiar with your YouTube channel.
Well, first and foremost, I have autism.
Mm-hmm.
And growing up, growing up, at first I wasn't a fan of Disney, but as we continue to go back, the bug bit me.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes when you go to Disney and you have people with disability and you have some sort of disabilities or something like that, and a lot of times, when it's really, really late and you've had too much excitement in one day, you tend to have a meltdown.
Right.
So on one particular night during Christmas of 2009, it was supposed to be candlelight, and I was having a really rough night. But then, luckily, an entertainment coordinator, a.k.a. one of my dad's old Navy buddies, recognized him and said, if you ever need anything, just talk to a cast member.
Hey, Justin. Mm-hmm.
And a few years ago, when on our way back to from my ski condo, my dad recommended that I should start a channel to mainly focus on doing Disney for people who have disabilities.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how this channel got started.
That's awesome. You do a fantastic job on your channel. I like watching your content and everything you have on your channel.
Yep.
So what's your favorite part about doing your YouTube channel? Do you have a favorite part, or
I think showing people Disney through my eyes. And I've been able to connect with so many people through these videos and sharing them with people and help me boost up my subs. And it's a combination of Disney with disabilities and of course, awesome my videos. What's up, Mousepiration?
What's up, Mike? It's the man himself. How you doing, Mike? I hope you're feeling better. Yeah, I love Mike.
Yeah, it was about a year ago. A couple weeks ago when I was on his podcast. So.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen. I saw that episode. I was there. Hi, Al. I was there. I've been there a couple times. When you and Mark have been on there, Mark Valentine from this. Been on there.
Yep. Friendsgiving.
That was a lot. That was a fun episode.
Yep. Good times.
Yeah. Yeah. I always have fun with you guys. You guys are a lot of fun. So what's your favorite ride at Disney? Do you have a favorite ride?
Oh, I think it's between Splash Mountain and Soarin'.
Oh, those are both great rides. Oh, thank you. We love you too, Mike. He's saying truly two amazing people right here. We love you guys. Love you too. And I'm glad you liked your gift I sent you the other day. or sent them something the other day. That's like asking a small child. That's what my friend Al says.
Right.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mike. You rock,
thanks,
dude.
Mike. Yes, and everybody can connect with everybody in the chat. I also gave people your YouTube and Instagram and the show notes as well.
Thank you.
So they can find you and go like his channel and subscribe to his channel and watch videos.
Because ain't no party like a Big John party, because the Big John party don't stop.
There's a lot of fun over there. So, guys, check it out. Have you ever been to like Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party?
No, but we were there last August. We were pondering whether or not to do the Boo Bash, but we were staying at the boardwalk, and it would be too long of a drive, especially at night. And I usually, I am out like a light by 9 o'clock, but occasionally I can extend my curfew to like 9:45 or something. But I don't think I can make it to like midnight. No,
right.
That's not even me on New Year's Eve.
Got you. My friend Jennifer saying, I'm going to have to let her son Brian see your channel and think he feels very lonely at times being a high functioning adult with
absolutely
autism.
The more the merrier.
Hey Charles. It's always fun when you get new people on your channel, I think.
Yep.
Hey John, what's going on? Stopping by to say hello before eating dinner. What's up? Everybody's favorite nighttime spectacular. Mine's Fantasmic.
I haven't seen Fantasmic yet. Maybe one day I will when it comes back. I heard that they're replacing the Pocahontas scene with like a montage of heroes, but
yes, it's really cool.
So far, I've seen. I was able to watch Illuminations before it went off into the sunset a couple years prior. I've seen Happily Ever After. I've seen Epcot Forever. I've seen Enchantment and The Wonderful World of Animation. I think it's a toss-up between Happily Ever After and Epcot Forever. Two gone but not forgotten.
Right. Those are really good. My favorite nighttime show has to be the Star Wars one, the Star Wars fireworks show.
I've not seen that one yet, but I'm really not sure when it's going to come, or if it's ever going to come back.
He's saying to Jen that you have an amazing Disney disability insight in top 5 segments. Yes. I love John's top 5 segments. They're awesome.
Yep.
So do you have a favorite Disney character? Or do you have too many? Or do you have too many of them?
Well, are we talking in general or in the parks?
Both, either way.
Well, here's the thing. I am not one to do character meet and greets because, especially with the Atmosphere characters, for those who don't know, Atmosphere characters are like Mickey and Minnie and those guys, because it makes me a bit uncomfortable, but I do like the cavalcades. I think those are especially accommodating. But one of my favorite characters in general, this is for my fellow Disney afternoon viewers, Launchpad McQuack, DuckTales, and Darkwing Duck.
Oh yeah, I love Darkwing Duck and DuckTales and all that. John saying, man of movies. John is saying, great choices. I miss Happily Ever After. Me too, John. Me too. Miles ahead, better than Enchantment. I agree. And the short-lived Star Wars show was amazing too. I agree with you.
Yeah.
As someone who always at Disney, I love watching other, and he subscribed to you.
Welcome to the party.
Oh, Launchpad. Nice. Yes. I remember that. That was a lot of fun, Launchpad.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of fun.
Yeah.
So, do you have a favorite park you like to go to?
It's between Magic Kingdom and Hollywood Studios.
Okay.
Magic Kingdom, of course, is the big one.
Right.
Whereas Hollywood Studios, it is my favorite, but it used to be a bit higher than when I used to rank it, because there is still something very important missing from Hollywood Studios that hasn't come back yet.
What's
And
that?
I am still hoping they come back. The Citizens of Hollywood.
Oh yeah, I love the Citizens of Hollywood.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
And
I'm off, guys. Well, thank you for stopping by, John. I appreciate it. Hope to see you in the park these days.
Maybe, you never know. I'll be down there in 3 months. But anyway, 2 months actually. Anyway, since the start of the 50th, I've been doing this entertainment showcase series where I've been re-uploading some of my old entertainment videos, including Citizens of Hollywood. And ever since they made that surprise appearance during that Run Disney race, I've been spreading hashtag Save the Citizens of Hollywood, hoping to get Disney's attention.
Oh, that's awesome. I'll have to post a couple of videos of the Citizens Way, and I'll hashtag it too.
Mm-hmm.
I'll hashtag it with you, and maybe we can get their attention.
Mm-hmm. You hearing us, Bob?
John, we will link up for sure when you're down. We will make plans ahead of time.
All right. Okay. Well, because tomorrow morning we're making our dining reservations. So anyway,
awesome. What are you hoping to get?
Well, we're thinking a one and done for Space 220 because it's wicked expensive.
Oh yes, it is very expensive. I haven't been there yet, but I really want to go check it out.
Yeah, I've seen many videos from like Paging Mr. Morrow and Super Enthused, both great channels. I even met Paging Mr. Morrow last year as I was leaving Animal Kingdom.
Oh, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And I also saw you. I also seen a picture on your Instagram that you met Tigger Tim too.
Tim Tracker. I met Matt and Goo from Goo to You. Jenna from Resort TV 1. Let's see. And I met Drew in the Moment. And let's see, my friend Beth from Beth's Disney Adventures. She does amazing live streams from the park. She does adventures.
Oh yeah, I love Beth too. Who's your favorite blogger besides Mousepiration?
Well, let's see. Of course, Beth and let's see, some people that I shout out on my show. Of course, Mr. Morrow, Resort TV 1, Tim Tracker, Goo to You, Drew. I also shout out One Little Spark, Jessica and Lewis.
They're awesome.
I met them this past April after Enchantment. Let's see, Tanya, that crazy Disney lady.
That's awesome.
Let's see, so many people. Fresh Baked over in California. Best Life and Beyond.
You met a lot of YouTubers.
Well, I haven't met Fresh Baked or Best Life yet, but I've met so many people, and they've helped me boost up my popularity. I feel like I have become, in the past 5 years that I've done, and May 27th will be 5 years of the Big John Network.
That's awesome.
And I had no idea that we would be getting this far with my.
Keep doing what you're doing. You're doing awesome. And I can't wait to celebrate with you.
Yep. And
maybe we could do a special show for you.
Maybe. Anyway,
Mike, you hear me? We'll have to do a special show for Big John. 5 years, own it and onward, my friend. Upward.
And I even had my first ever fan encounter this past trip.
Oh, that's awesome.
Let's see, it was our last day of our trip. We were just finishing up filming the Dans. We were on our way over to dinner at Tony's before they took out the pizza. And I heard this thick New York accent behind me saying, "John, we're friends of Mike's. We watch you all the time." And I got my picture taken with my first ever fan encounter. Ironically, his name is John, and my mom's name is Joanne, and that mom was named Joanne.
Oh, wow.
What are the odds?
Right.
And it was pretty. And I felt like I wasn't as famous as I was until my first ever fan encounter. And that felt incredibly amazing.
I'm sure it did. And I bet you were excited in the inside and everything. Yeah. It's interesting. I think it's interesting as a YouTuber, people that will come up to you that you don't even know, and they'll be like, "Hi, how are you?" And stuff like that. Well, I have never had a fan encounter yet, but
that was me at Salt and Straw this past trip. The first day it opened, Tim Tracker was there, and I was like, "Oh my god!"
Right. I'm sure I'll be like that towards Mike and Mark if I go meet them. I'll be like, hi, because I'm such a huge fan of theirs. I'll be fangirling when I meet them in real life. But I'll give them a big hug, though. John, Joanne is a great family. I'm so happy you got to meet at the Magic Kingdom. I know they love your content.
Yeah. I even got some attention from some of the Dans. They one of them even commented on one of my video.
That's awesome.
And one of my good friends, Kelly, at the Voices of Liberty, she and I connect all the time, and she was so happy to see me this past trip.
That's awesome. You got to meet a whole bunch of people this past trip. It's always fun when you get to meet other Disney fans or fans of your content or just different people in general. It's always fun because they actually get to know you as a person. That way, if you spend a couple hours with them, at least. What was your favorite part of your past trip? Do you have a favorite part?
Well, let's see. There's so many things. We got to see Kite Tails, before they started to get rid of it.
They got rid of Kite Tails?
No, they haven't yet, but they will eventually. They've started to remove it from future show times starting May 26th. But I don't know why, because I kind of liked it.
I haven't seen it yet. So
let's see. What else do we get to do? My mom got to ride Ratatouille for the first time. She wasn't with us when we were on in October. And let's see what other exciting things. All right, well, we're DVC. Here's an interesting story. So we're DVC members, and we were supposed to stay at Bay Lake Tower,
right?
But they told us that our room was having technical difficulties, so they got us 2 connecting rooms on the 11th floor of the Contemporary.
Oh wow! That's awesome.
Which I never thought that we'd ever have to do.
Jen saying she would cry of happiness if she ever met any of her friends from live streams.
Yep, that's how I felt when I first met Julie from Dream to Stream and Beth, and so. But yeah, of course, we like staying at Bay Lake Tower, being DVC members, of course. And there are also other great places that we've stayed at. Of course, since my parents are retired military, we we get to stay at Shades of Green.
I've stayed there. My grandpa's ex-military. Well, he was in the Air Force, so I love Shades of Green, and we always stay there around Christmas time, and it's so pretty.
Oh yeah, we stayed there Christmas time of 2019, and I have to say, it's the most beautiful time to stay at Shades of Green. I have to tell you,
it is.
Yep. And let's see.
Michael's saying you have a new friend. He's subscribed to your channel as well.
Welcome to the party.
Thank you. Thank your parents and families for their service. Thank you, Michael. I appreciate it.
Yeah. And Shades, of course, is one of our favorite places. We stayed at the Villas at Grand Floridian one time. Price was kind of high.
I've stayed there too.
We stayed at the Boardwalk Villas, before any of the good stuff reopened.
Mm-hmm.
We stayed at the Yacht Club the Beach Club back in 2018.
Mm-hmm.
And a huge water slide. For those of you who don't know, I am a water slide nut.
Oh, you love water slides?
Mm-hmm. For those of you who may have seen my video of me going down the water slide at the boardwalk.
I've seen it. Yeah, I've seen it.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, and of course, a couple of our other favorites, Pop Century. It's beautiful, and it's across the way to my personal favorite, the Art of Animation Resort.
Oh, I love the Art of Animation Resort.
The second I first stepped foot in it and heard Ashley Tisdale's "Kiss the Girl," I was hooked.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Have you stayed in any of the Little Mermaid room or the Nemo room?
We've stayed in the Nemo room once, but our favorite one is the car suite that we've stayed in 3 times.
Oh, that's awesome! I haven't stayed in there. What's in the car suite?
So the basic family suite stuff: a bed table that turns into a bed, a whole lot of cars and Route 66 stuff, and and a bedroom for my parents, and a living room / kitchen for me. And so I get the living room TV, where used to be an advantage because I would always watch Stacy from Must Do Disney.
I know we all like Stacy from Must Do Disney.
I had a crush on her, and Disney took her away from me.
I'm sorry.
But anyway, but yeah, and of course we've also stayed at the cabins at Fort Wilderness many times.
Those are nice.
Yep. My uncle would haul his RV all the way down to Florida from Chicago, and sometimes we'd come down to this past October and April 2021. We did some stuff with him. Our October trip, he came with us on our 2 Epcot days. He, my aunt, and 2 other cousins. We had they enjoyed food and wine.
Right.
Do you like food and wine? What?
Do you like Food and Wine Festival?
It's good. I think I've done 3 festivals so far: Festival of the Holidays, Food and Wine, and Flower and Garden. And I have to say, Flower and Garden has to be my favorite.
That's my favorite as well.
Yeah, because you got my boys, the Jameters, as the Jam and Gardeners. I got 2 videos of those guys coming up. Those are good, and I think one of my best Jameter encounters back in April 2019. I was filming them as they were setting up. The middle guy saw my hat and said, "Hey, Big John."
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So you're getting famous in the park. People are gonna know you.
Yep.
That's awesome, though. If I see you, I'll come hang out with you in the park if we're ever down together.
Yep. Yep. It's always good.
We'll go on some rides and stuff and eat some good food.
It's always good to see some fellow stars and have some run-ins.
Mm-hmm.
Like like, of course, back in August of 2021, Animal Kingdom. I was like, "What's up, Mousepiration?" Oh my gosh, yes!
Did you have fun?
Yeah, we talked in the shop, and we saw some of the first arrivals of the 50th anniversary merch.
Oh, that's awesome. Mike's always fun to hang out with.
Oh yeah. And
did you have a good time? Did you guys go on any rides together?
No. We were about to go to Pizza Safari when they were about to go to like Avatar or something.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I don't spend a lot of time in Animal Kingdom.
I don't either. It's my least favorite park. Hot take.
Yep. And I know it's Joe Rohde's park, but there's not a lot there. And I know the rumor is out they might turn Primeval World into, and I mean Dinoland USA into either Zootopia or Indiana Jones.
I would like either way. I would like it either one.
Indiana Jones would not make any sense.
It wouldn't make sense there. No. Zootopia would make more sense.
Because Indiana Jones is in Hollywood Studios.
Right.
And it fits that theme better. Am I right? But you never know. I mean, D23 is just around the corner.
Yes, it is. I know Zootopia is going to Shanghai. I know that Zootopia is going to Shanghai. Yeah, I wonder what that's going to look like.
What I think is that I think Disney's trying to test the popularity of Zootopia in Shanghai before they decide to bring it here. I think that's exactly the same thing they did when Shanghai Disney opened and they had Tron. Because when that became a high ticket attraction in Shanghai, they thought, hey, let's bring it to Florida. See how people can take a 5+ years of construction to ride it.
Are you excited for Tron? Are you going to go on it?
Yep. As long as it doesn't loop.
I think it does.
I have not seen any loops on this coaster. Okay, I have to tell you. Okay, so in 2009, we were doing a trip around Southern California. Of course, we had to spend a couple days at Disneyland. We rode California Screamin', now called the Incredicoaster, and I had no idea what was going on. I thought it was going to be one of those coasters. But then when I heard the 3, 2, 1, I was like, oh no, what have I gotten myself into? And then when it came to the loop, my back became all spasm. And it was hurting for like a couple weeks into the following week, which was my first middle school track meet.
Oh wow.
13 years later, I'm still bitter about that.
Right. So you don't go on Rock and Roller Coaster then, I take
no,
it?
I'm too scared. But anyway, let's move on.
You sound like Mike, or is it Chrissy? One of them doesn't do roller coasters. I'm not sure which one.
Well, I do Barnstormer. I do Big Thunder. I do Space.
Do you do Tower of Terror?
Yep, I do Slinky. I mean, you gotta do Slinky.
I haven't been on it. I haven't been there since they built Toy Story Land or Galaxy's Edge.
I did Primeval World, may it rest in peace. And I do Everest. When we were there this past trip, it was supposed to be reopened that day. And when we were about to get into the attraction, we noticed that the coaster going all the way up the hill stopped halfway, and they said, sorry, the ride is down.
Uh-oh.
And I was like, glad we weren't on it. And we were probably joking it for the entire rest of the trip.
I've been stuck on Splash Mountain right before you go down the ledge. And my cousin was trying to get out of the ride because she was afraid of heights. And I'm like, sit your butt down. And
I said this to you before we went live, but we had our very first evac this past trip. For those of you who have not seen my first ever What Just Happened video. So we were on Rise of the Resistance, and we were about to we were going up the elevator, and when we were about to enter the room with Kylo Ren and General Hux, the ride vehicle just stops going, and of course I had to say, okay, who's the wise guy? And then when I heard the elevator behind us start to close its door, I stopped filming. I'm like, uh-oh. But luckily we were able to get safely off, and we got a free lightning lane.
And that's awesome. What did you guys go on to after that?
Well, so after that, we went to our lunch at Sci-Fi. It's one of my favorite Hollywood Studios restaurants.
I like Sci-Fi.
Yep, I have a video of that coming up, because I mean, you have to do it. And after we did that, we went on Star Tours and Muppets, and then we went back to Rise. And I'm proud to say that it was the first time I ever did an attraction for a time and a half.
Right. That was good, right?
Yep. Because the next day, I think it said the ride was down, and we were at Epcot.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
But this past trip, we've done a lot of restaurants for the first time. We did Coral Reef, which was awesome, seeing the fish in the tank while we eat. We've done I forgot the name of it, but the one at Port Orleans Riverside. I think it's something like the ship something or something like that. And we also did Whispering Canyon at Wilderness Lodge. I have a video coming up of a bunch of guests riding those hobby horses around the restaurant.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yep.
Oh, Michael, you have not been to Epcot. You would probably like Epcot. It's really cool because you're in the future world.
Well,
at Epcot.
They don't call it Future World anymore. It's now World Discovery, World Nature, World Celebration, and World Showcase.
Yeah, they don't call it that anymore. I'm old-fashioned, so I still call it that.
Yeah, me too. But it's going to take a whole lot of getting used to.
But basically, Epcot's about like the future, like a spaceship Earth goes from the Venetians all the way up until like I guess like the 90s now. I guess you would consider it like towards the 90s now, but
but I'm glad they are paying tribute to Walt, because they're making a statue called Dreamer's Point. And as soon as that thing opens to the public, I'm getting my picture taken with it, because Epcot is his dream. Well, he wanted a city, a community, which we sort of got in the form of Celebration.
Right. Yeah, we did. I really loved Epcot when they had Figment Dreamfinder. This Figment's all right, but I prefer the Dreamfinder.
I've never experienced it with Dreamfinder, but I watch a whole lot of retro stuff online.
And I miss Horizons when they had Horizons.
Yeah, and funny thing, I've seen some preview videos of Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind. And
are you gonna go on it?
Of course I am. I mean, what if we get a boarding group? Of course, because that's how they're doing the new rides now.
Right. That will be fun. I want to try it out. I can't wait to try it out.
Yeah, and so they were interviewing Star-Lord, and he's like, I can't wait to go back to Epcot to ride Horizons. see the dinosaurs in the energy pavilion, and hear veggie, fruit.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I missed that too. Veggie, fruit. Yep. I missed that too.
Yep. Kids, look it up.
I also kind of miss the Ellen ride too.
I never rode it. I mean,
I'd always take a nap in it.
There was a time when we were gonna ride it, but we decided, Test Track's back up and running. Let's go on that.
Right. Do you like this version of Test Track, or do you like the old version of Test Track?
I've done both. And I've only done the first one twice. But I love interaction.
Right.
And I love how you can create your own vehicle, and as you ride the ride, you can see how it does during the ride.
Right.
And this past August, my dad and I were able to do our own vehicles, and I filmed it, and he beat me. And I've done a couple other ones off camera, and he still beat me with that same vehicle.
Oh wow. He must know how to do it really good or something. Build the vehicle really good. Or something. Yeah, my fiance always beats me in that too. I'm just like, really? You know, if you guys have any questions for John in the chat, you guys are more than welcome to ask questions.
Yep. I'm open to anything.
But yeah, I like both versions of it. But I think the old version of Test Track is a little faster than the new version of it.
Because when Test Track first opened, it was more like like how car companies get their cars out on the highway.
Right.
But now this version is all about the world of digital design. And it's kind of like Tron for cars.
Right. It is. I really want to go on cars in Disneyland. I haven't been to Disneyland, but I want to go on the ride.
Same. Because my sister, who is a doctor, is considering maybe getting a job in California, and if she does, we are going to Disneyland. My sister's a doctor in Pennsylvania, and she's graduating from her residency this June.
Oh, that's awesome. Congratulations to her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to go on that one because it looks really fun.
Yeah, but I definitely want to go out there one of these days, because again, it's been 13 years since I've been there, and last time I was there, they were still working on Cars Land. They were still working on World of Color.
World of Color looks so much fun.
I know, right? And they were still working on Buena Vista Street. It was still that postcard entrance. And I've heard that the Paradise Pier Hotel, which we stayed at, is getting a Pixar retheming.
Oh, that would be cool. I want to go stay in the Californian.
Yeah, that would be cool, and of course maybe the Disneyland Hotel. The OG. Yeah,
I just want to go see it. Hey, Sean. I just want to go see it and just see Walt's actual Walt's actual
Walt's Park.
Yeah, Walt's Park, and be in his footsteps. That's what I want to do.
And see his apartment, because I want to see that apartment and go. Oh.
Right. I'll probably start crying if I go into go into there. I'll probably start crying.
Same. Yeah, but it's almost completely different than the Magic Kingdom. I mean, I get, because back in the 60s, the park was surrounded by tacky stuff, and Walt wanted to start over.
Right, exactly. Sean just subscribed to your channel as well.
Welcome to the party.
Sean. Thank you, Sean. Yeah, I really want to just go there and just experience it and just be in Walt's footsteps because he inspires me every day. You know, he inspires us Disney people at heart.
Yep, because he's the reason why we do what we do.
Exactly. You know, he was like in his 40s, 50s when he thought of Disneyland, you know.
Yeah.
And everything. I mean, like he was an animator and director before that, but he just started his own theme park, and that makes you want to do that.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
He just makes you want to become a better person, I think.
Indeed.
You know. Do you have a favorite Walt quote?
It's fun to do the impossible.
That's a good one.
And that's what I do. Because when people see someone with disabilities, they think they don't do much.
Right.
Because when I was diagnosed, while my family was stationed in Iceland, the doctor said I would never talk, walk, or go to a normal school.
Right.
And I've done all of that.
I actually have a learning disability myself. So I know how it is. A lot of people don't know that, but I have a learning disability myself. So, and a lot of people don't know that.
Oh.
I have dyslexia, and
never hide it. Embrace it.
Oh, I don't ever hide it. I embrace who I am, and a lot of people don't know that I struggled a lot in school, and I got bullied a lot in school because of it, and so I just don't let people bother me anymore.
Right.
About it as I became an adult. If you don't like me, oh well, that's the way I feel as an adult, you know. I think we all just strive to be better people. That's what I think, and that's what Walt would want all of us to be.
Yep.
As well, you know. Do you have a favorite restaurant besides Sci-Fi?
Let's see. Well, let's see. Are we talking table service or quick service?
Either one.
All right. A couple of my favorite quick services are Pizzafari at Animal Kingdom. Whenever we go to Animal Kingdom, we always do Pizzafari. That's mandatory.
Right.
And of course, Landscapes of Flavor at Art of Animation. Again, my favorite hotel. And now for sit downs, besides Sci-Fi, I like Via Napoli at Epcot.
That's a really good.
My mom likes Tepanito, or Dippin' Cheetos, as I call it.
I like Tepanito too.
We've done Tony's a couple times, but I'm not sure about that anymore since they got rid of the pizza. But
is pizza your favorite food?
Yeah. I've stayed at I've ate at Cinderella's Royal Table twice, both of which during the Christmas seasons.
Oh, nice. How is it in there in the Christmas seasons? I haven't been in there in the Christmas seasons.
Awesome. It is. Just being inside the castle itself is magical.
Right.
But do it during Christmas, and it's like
right.
And we've done the Beast Castle a few times, but 5 and done.
Right. I like Belle's my favorite character, my favorite Disney character, because my personality is a lot like her. But I've eaten there a few times, but I just think the food's okay.
Yeah, well, I think it lost its splendor. I really do.
I just think the food's okay. Be our guest, but I still go there because that's my favorite princess. So I'll eat there,
but and we've done some And we've also tried some pretty interesting snacks. Of course, we always do the Mickey ice creams.
Oh yeah, I love a Mickey ice cream bar. I always have to get that, and I always have to be in the Magic Kingdom.
I also get a fruit bar.
Mm-hmm. Do you get churros when you're there?
No, I'm not a churro guy.
Oh. But, well, when you go to Disneyland, you have to try the churro because I heard it's better. I heard it's better at Disneyland.
I've seen a whole lot of stuff like that, especially from Fresh Baked. But yeah, I mean, Disney has perhaps some of the best food in the world.
Right, they do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and we did Salt and Straw the first day it opened.
Mm-hmm.
And
I haven't eaten there.
And it's pretty interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see, and Disney Springs, of course, has some of my other favorite restaurants. Of course, we tried. This past trip we tried Paradiso 37.
How was that? I haven't been there.
It was pretty good. We've done Planet Hollywood a couple times. Once when it was the original, and again when it became the new observatory thing.
Oh man, I want a WWF ice cream bar from. Yeah.
So, and of course, another one of my favorites, Raglan Road.
Oh, I love Raglan Road. I like their bread pudding, but I'm not normally a bread pudding type of person, but I like their bread pudding.
Mm-hmm. Yep. The food is good. The entertainment there is amazing. That's all I'm gonna say right there about that. We April 2021 we tried Terralina.
I haven't tried that.
And we've tried a couple of quick service places. One of our favorites is the Polite Pig.
Oh, I love the Polite Pig. That's such a good place.
Mm-hmm.
If you like barbecue, that's like the best barbecue on property besides Flame Tree and the in Animal Kingdom.
Mm-hmm. Or Regal Eagle at Epcot.
Yeah, that too.
Mm-hmm.
I forget. I always forget Regal Eagle.
Yep, we've done that many times now because it's right next door to Carol Stein and the Voices of Liberty.
Oh yeah, that is true. Mm-hmm. I've only done that once.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody watching Jason X tonight with us? Where on the Midnight Society? I don't know what he's talking about. He's talking about one of my other friends' channels, but I don't know on whose channel. I don't think John watches horror movies, Sean. You don't watch movies, do you?
I mean, I have watched old Are You Afraid of the Dark shows that were in R.L. Stein and Goosebumps, but that's it.
Right.
As far as that goes, and the Scooby-Doo stuff, I do not do horror stuff.
Yeah, he's talking about a horror movie. It's a horror movie called Jason X.
Nope.
That's what I'm saying.
Moving on.
Yes, the Midnight Society podcast. Yeah, I'll be there probably in a couple hours. That's what he's talking about. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. Do you have a favorite Disney movie?
All right. It's between Cars and hope none of you are going to hate me for saying this. Treasure Planet.
Oh, I like Treasure Planet. I don't know why people dish on it.
I mean, it's a great movie. I don't know why it bombed so badly.
It's an underrated Disney movie.
That and Atlantis.
I like Atlantis as well.
Two of the greatest movies from the 2000s, but did not get the attention they deserve.
I like them both. I'm a huge Joseph Gordon-Levitt fan, so that's why I like Treasure Planet. He's the voice in Treasure Planet. And who doesn't like Michael J. Fox?
I know, Milo Thatch.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, two of the biggest cinematic masterpieces of the 2000s.
Right.
Considered bombs today.
Mm-hmm. Right. Who
Mm-hmm.
doesn't? Are you a Star Wars fan at all?
Oh, yes. Yes, 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 yes.
What's your favorite Star Wars movie? You don't have one?
I like them all.
Oh.
Especially the sequels.
Oh, I don't really like any of the sequels. The only one that I like is the third one.
Mm. Yeah.
When Anakin turned into Darth Vader.
Mm-hmm. Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah. Hi, Hobbs. Are you excited? Have you seen the new Disney Plus show, the sneaker one? Have you seen that yet?
Not yet.
I saw it on Friday. It was interesting.
I've watched Book of Boba Fett. I've watched Moon Knight.
Mm-hmm.
That one is kind of interesting.
What, Moon Knight?
Yep.
Yeah, it is.
I've watched Behind the Attraction.
Mm-hmm. That's really good. I love Behind the Attraction.
I am hoping they do another season of that.
Me too. It was really interesting to find out that Joe Rohde actually did the haunted, was it Tower Terror or the Haunted Mansion in one of the parks? I forget.
I think it was Tower Terror.
Yeah, it was Tower Terror and Shanghai.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Or was it
Harrison
Tokyo?
Hightower III himself.
Yes. I thought that was really interesting that he actually plays that character.
Yep. Member of C, which for those of you who don't know, that is the Society of Explorers and Adventurers.
Yes. Because over there, the Chinese culture don't believe in ghosts like we do here.
Yeah, so, Japan, but
yeah.
Which is why in Hong Kong, their haunted mansion is Mystic Point.
Yes, I really want to go check that out. That looks really cool.
Lord Henry Mystic and his pet simian, Albert the Monkey.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It looks really interesting. I want to go check that out. Do you want to go to Paris, Disneyland Paris, or Hong Kong, or Shanghai, or any of those?
I mean, it would be cool, but I think we should wait till things have calmed down in the world.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would love to go to one of those as well. Mm-hmm. Have you been on Remy's ride yet?
Yep, I have a couple videos of that on my channel, and I also have another one coming up from this past trip. And we have so much stuff we got coming up. I mean, we even got to sit at a special viewing spot for Festival of Fantasy.
Oh, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm. We have perhaps one of the greatest videos I've ever filmed, featuring who is perhaps unarguably the greatest Jungle Cruise skipper in the history of the world.
Who is that?
This Skipper Cody guy, and he was like, say goodbye to everyone on the dock, especially Skipper Joseph. Bye, I love you. I'll miss you. I'll be thinking about you every single day. I can't stand him.
That's funny.
And that's just the tip of the iceberg.
Right. Mm-hmm. Well, if you guys haven't been on Jungle Cruise, they have a whole bunch of puns and stuff like that.
Yep.
I love the Jungle Cruise. That was so funny though in the Jungle Cruise movie when The Rock goes the backside of water.
Yep. I mean, you got to. Yeah, you can't do a Jungle Cruise movie if you're not gonna do the backside of water.
Right. I wanted to try the backside of water drink that they had. I wanted to try it. Looked interesting. Have you tried it?
No.
And it's really interesting.
And I don't really do Skipper Canteen because it doesn't have anything I'll eat. I'm a very picky eater.
Gotcha. So what do you eat then?
Well,
when you go to the park,
I like chicken, meat, pizza, of course. But I've been improving.
Right. Gotcha. Well, that's good. That's always good. Have you ever tried the cheeseburger pods at Pandora World?
No.
They're pretty good. I like those. Those are pretty good. Do you like Flight of Passage or do you like Soarin' better?
Soarin' will always be one of my favorites. But Flight of Passage, of course, I think is more of a Soarin' on steroids.
It is. Yeah. Yeah, I just don't like the blinking lights in the beginning and the end. I have to close my eyes at that part.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm going to go into a seizure or something.
Yeah, I don't think they really thought that one through when they did that, to be quite honest with you.
Right? I don't think either. So do you like Splash Mountain or Thunder Mountain better?
Well, I like Splash Mountain. I'm looking forward to when, or in this case, if they finally do the transformation of Splash Mountain
and put it to Princess and the Frog.
Yep.
Do you like Tiana?
Yeah, I've seen the movie once.
Okay.
And I think it's going to be I think if and when they finally decide to begin the transformation of that, I mean, it's been 2 years now.
Right.
Since we've heard about this. And
it has.
And of course, when word got out and the parks reopened, the eBayers came on the scene.
What did they do?
They buy all the stuff and sell them online for more. Because eBay, because if I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. eBay is evil.
Right. I don't buy anything from them, so.
No.
So that's good. Do you guys have any questions for John? Or John, do you want to ask me any questions? You can.
Well, I just really want to thank you for reaching out to me, and because this is more, we are more than a Disney vlogging community. I think it's more of a family.
I think so too, as well.
Because you meet people that you watch all the time, and then when you see them in person, feels like you've known them forever.
Exactly. That's the way I feel too. I'm in the film community and the Disney community, and that's the way I feel about both.
And of course, this channel, of course, I had no idea it would be this huge, this fast. I mean, we're talking 5 years of stuff. When we started out, we started with a few Citizens of Hollywood videos, a few ride videos, and of course we still do that today. And since I've really started doing what this channel is supposed to do, help people with disabilities, and when I uploaded my very first one, which I did on location from Shades of Green, I was really excited when I heard so many questions for me, and what to do for, or what's the best place for fireworks, how to handle someone with ear sensory issues, or I do all of that. And one of my friends, Kim Colian, travel agent, she plans travel. She is one of my shout outs on the show, and she reached out to me about a Wish kid who is wheelchair bound and what rides are good for wheelchair bound people and can't stand up.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like I make a difference.
You do, John. You inspire everybody every day. You inspire me every day.
And I just want to thank you so much for bringing me on.
Oh, you're very welcome. And you can come back anytime you like.
Thank you. And of course, if any of you wants to know how to do Disney for people with disabilities, make sure you check out the Big John Network. I think we're close to 500 subscribers.
Oh, you'll get that community tab soon.
Mm-hmm. And which means I'll be halfway to 1,000, which is our ultimate goal, because I know you all want to see me do live streams. I want to see me do live streams. We gotta get to 1,000 to do it.
Right. See you in a little while, Sean. Yes. And also I'll tell you off screen what you could also go live on what I use as StreamYard.
Well, I've heard some negative reviews about StreamYards.
I'll tell you about it. It depends, it works. But you're welcome back anytime, John. Anytime you want to come back on, we can have a topic and we can talk about a Disney movie, anything you want to talk about.
All right.
You're welcome to come back anytime.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome, and I hope you guys have a great evening. I will be back. I don't know if I'll be back this week. We'll see if I can get other people's on Creators Corner. I'll be uploading a video here soon of Firestarter that I watched the other day, of Stephen King's remake of Firestarter. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your Sunday and enjoy your evening. Bye, everybody.